Okay, you guys. All right, we're making chocolate, but not chocolate. We're making white chocolate. And the reason that we're making white chocolate and not regular chocolate is because the cacao, the brown part, has oxalates. And I am on, got a mosquito bite. I'm on a very low oxalate food plan. And I don't want all the oxalates. So I love cacao. I love to have a little something sweet. So allulose is my friend, monk fruit's my friend, stevia is my friend. And when you want a little treat and you want to grab like a no sugar chocolate that's no oxalate, you got to make your own. Really, I think that's what's happening here. So I have 4 ingredients out. I have coconut oil, cacao butter chips, salt, and I have my Equip vanilla, not vegan protein powder. You can use vegan. And I have molds, my old chocolate molds. I used to make so much chocolate. And I don't think I'm going to double boil. I think I'm just going to put the cacao butter and the coconut oil in a pan and melt it. And then I'm going to whisk or mix in the vanilla protein powder, make it a little sweeter, make it a little salty. I could add more vanilla. I don't know that I'll need to, but I am aiming to have little white chocolate piggies. This is like a vintage chocolate mold and little discs. That's what's happening. Basically, these are going to be no sugar, no oxalate, sweet treats that are legit. So let's take some. I used to make it like half cacao butter, half coconut oil. I could just do cacao. These are going to be refrigerator chocolates. These are basically, we're going to melt it, mix it, pour it, and then stick it in the fridge. And they're just, you eat it out of the fridge. These will not be tempered. There's nothing fancy. You're just making the mix, pouring it in the mold, sticking it in the fridge, and then eating one when you feel like it. So these are home white chocolate. We're doing it. I just want a sweet treat and I need it. So if I need it, you may need it. These are going to be like amazingly guilt-free. Coconut oil is low to no oxalates. I don't know the counts. I don't know exactly, but I do know it's good for your skin. So I'm going to melt. Then I'm going to add the ingredients. I'll be right back. I want to show you, I added back a white chocolate heart into this because these came out, I made these a while ago, and they came out not sweet enough, and all of the stuff sank to the bottom. So I can remelt this. It's actually really good, but the powdery stuff sank to the bottom. Looks like I put fresh vanilla in. They're still delicious. I'm going to eat this now, actually. So we're going to make a fresh new batch. It needs to be sweet. So remember, when things chill, they get less sweet. Like when you're making ice cream, you have to make it extra sweet. When you're making chocolate, make it extra sweet. And that's why I chose, instead of this thick heart, I chose shallower mold. So it doesn't have that much room to sink, the powder. Okay, while I'm waiting for it to heat, I'm going to tell you the why. I am on no sugar. There was a while on my carnivore diet, I was eating an apple. I would cut it little pieces, have a little apple. I'd have a little date with butter. And lately, I've not been doing that. I cut out all sugar. I cut out all dairy except for butter. And I'm just doing the as strict as I can do. Low amount of tea, no dairy except for butter, and I like shrunk. If I don't want to feel puffy here, it's the no dairy thing, no sugar. And so I do want sweet treats. So I was finding myself having tea with monk fruit, but I want a little bite of something. I heard silver needle, white needle tea, silver fir. I gotta ask my friend. I gotta go look back at her text. She's probably gonna post below the tea that's white tea that doesn't have oxalates or is very low in oxalates. Black tea is high in oxalates. What are oxalates? They're basically natural compounds in plants that protect the plant and cause you to have crystals in your body, such as they are a known contributor of kidney stones. They also contribute to all kinds of aches and pains. Sally K. Norton is the expert. I am not an expert. I just am respecting the plants that don't want you to eat them. Spinach, almonds, cacao, rhubarb, chia seeds, they're high. Some are low. You can have plant-based and follow a low oxalate diet if you want. You got to get familiar. Sally K. Norton has like a Bible of everything and the counts as best as they can register and count them. I'm opting to not have any. My friend has, like she says, like when you wake up and you got the little crystals coming out of your eyes, oxalates. She's seen people go no oxalate, low oxalate, because if you go no oxalate, you could have oxalate dumping, which can be painful or make you feel like you're sick. But basically, she has seen crystals coming out of the body, crystals coming out of the skin. So if you are having aches and pains of any kind, you might want to look into that. So I'm just feeling like really so much better than I have felt in a really long time. So I am... This is the answer to me wanting a sweet treat that fits low oxalate and no sugar. I think we're ready to mix. I may want to add more. I just didn't melt that much, but I might just fill one tray and see how they come out and then go back and do another. It's that easy. You just melt it on low. I'm going to add a little scoop of this vanilla protein powder. So many companies make it. Get one that appeals to you. We're putting in the powder. I maybe made it a little too hot, but it's okay. Definitely a pinch of salt. It brings out the sweetness. And I forgot the allulose. So let me go get it. Allulose is approved on the carnivore thing. It is not anything I know exactly a lot about. Someone said it upsets their tummy, so go easy. Test it out. We're going for it. Am I splashing myself with oil? I'm put on an apron. Hold on. That is more appropriate when whisking cacao butter. I don't even know if this is going to work, so we're just trying it out together. I will leave a comment or in the description. I'll tell you how it worked out. It got really thick because of the protein powder. It is possible that we want to make it with less protein powder or no protein powder and just allulose and vanilla extract. I don't know, but looks a little lumpy. We're going to see. Just stick it in the fridge. It's like an experiment, and what could be bad? It's like fatty, sweet. No idea. Since this is a floppy, it's a floppy, what do you call it? I'm not sure about the protein powder, but it's a floppy candy mold. So I put it on a cutting board so it has something stiff beneath it. These are going to be weird. It's like a very clumpy mixture, but I'm going for it because why not? Because I'm crazy like that. This is how you figure it out. Same thing with art. You have to do like weird art and you learn stuff with your mistakes. You learn stuff from every mark you make, every picture, good or bad, you learn. Yeah, I made just the right amount for this situation. They're not going to be even. Some have more clump than others, but I think it's going to be good. I'll tell you what. Too hot. I was going to taste it to tell you, because normally I taste things before I freeze them. Sweet. I can sprinkle some allulose on top and it'll sink because I don't think it's sweet enough. This is crazy time in the kitchen with Dara. This is Dara wanting a piece of chocolate really badly. That's what that is. And I want to make little videos. So the last one took me like 2.5 hours to edit. It's an hour and a half long, and bless me and everything I did in the studio, but it was like haphazard, and I was just going at it, and then I had to put it all together, and it was, you know, not easy. And this is the fun, quick video portion of our channel. Wise, Wild, and Free. Ta-da! They're gonna be clumpy and weird, but I'll let you know. Okay, it's in the fridge. And if you spill some of this like I did, it is excellent for your skin. So do not waste the cacao butter or the coconut oil. And actually now I'm thinking what I want to do is I have a big tub of shea butter, and it's too thick to put on your skin. Even when you come after the shower, it's like clumps. So I can melt the shea butter, put coconut oil in, mix it around, or I could whip it with a handheld whipper, cake batter mixer, whatever you want to call it, those handheld things, and I can fluff up the shea butter, add some essential oil of my choosing, and then have a cream for myself. So I'm so glad I have that big thing of shea butter. I've had it for so long, and I just realized what I can do with it. Just like I realized when someone said to me, a friend was like, I was like telling him about oxalates, and I'm like, it's not so good. And I was like, actually, I'm gonna make white chocolates with monk fruit, with vanilla, and it's gonna be sweet. And then he said, yeah, but it's not gonna have the caffeine. And then I thought, well, if I really wanted to have that, I got these caffeine pills that my friend recommended. You know who, my friend who always recommends everything, Terry. So happy to learn at Mrs. Brown's house. She's like brilliant and is always, she's just good at researching. And anyway, I got these caffeine pills, low dose, all natural. You could pour a little bit in, and then you have that lift that you need without the oxalates. Because I got to tell you, since coffee's been a no-no for me, it's a food sensitivity thing. It makes me edgy, makes me look edgy. It makes me look like I have cortisol face, like we'd laugh about, Terry and I. But basically, you could put a little caffeine pill in, and then, because what happens is coffee makes me tweaky, the black tea or matchas that I'm having, they have oxalates. So I'm like, So we came up with the idea that, she came up with the idea that you could add even to hot water. Like right now, I actually want a hot drink. I love hot beverages. So what I can do is heat up some water, whisk in some cacao butter and some allulose, and if I needed a lift, I could do a little bit of the caffeine pill, and I'm getting no oxalates. So that's what's gonna happen right now after I moisturize myself. Today, I had a stellar day. I woke up, I did have a matcha. I figured 1 a.m. Then I did my morning pages. I scribbled and made marks in my notebook because I love to make marks and art journal and play with my supplies. Then I saunaed and bathed and washed my hair and sunbathed and cold plunged and dry brushed and did a little lymph thing, rebounded a little. It was like that kind of morning. And then I went and had a walk and had a pedicure. It's been like a delightful day. So it's Venus Day. It's beauty day. I'm wearing pink. I'm doing beauty things. And I'm making beautiful love-based treats. So I'm hoping you experiment and let me know what happens with your cacao. It's that easy. If you don't have molds, like those molds that I have a whole bunch of them, put it in, you can make a bark by just pouring it into a Pyrex, a low pan, and you put it in the refrigerator and just chop it with a knife and you've got bark. So there's really no excuses. You can keep your cacao butter in the freezer to keep it fresh. You could just use it and try it. I think I'll probably wait till I don't know how long they're gonna freeze, so I'll come back and tell you how long it took for them to get cold. What time is it? It's close to 5. I'll come back and let you know how they turned out and how long they took. They'll last in the refrigerator for a long time. Actually, I have it in the refrigerator, not the freezer. I could probably speed it up. I'll keep you posted. They will last in the refrigerator for a long time, way longer than they really will last because you will eat them. Okay, I'm about to get back into the studio while the chocolates are getting cold, the white chocolate, and I'm in the middle of organizing the watercolor palettes that I have. I have quite a collection, swatching, laminating the swatch cards for the palettes, deciding what colors are missing in each palette. It's a full, beautiful project. But I want to tell you that I just made this gorgeous white chocolate hot drink. And all it is white chocolate. It's the cacao butter that doesn't have the cacao powder in it. It has allulose, pinch of salt, and what I was thinking would be amazing is adding magnesium at night, whisking that in, or this thing that I love that our friend Terry told us about, relaxing sleep with valerian root. It's by Herb Farm. Oh my gosh. So I can have this tonight as my hot drink and I love it. Or we could put caffeine in it for the daytime. Okay, now off to the studio. We're paying attention to the time it takes in the refrigerator. Okay, I'm hot. I was sitting on the biomat swatching glitter watercolors. Oh, I was sitting on the biomat. It was a hot seat. I was in the hot seat. Okay, they're done, you guys. That was 45 minutes, maybe an hour. They're probably done in 45 minutes because they're thin, they're chunky, they're clunky, and I took a little bite because I had to try it before I made the video because in my head I was like, am I gonna have to make another batch that comes out right? These are insane. They're insane. They're a little bit sweet, but I'd rather sweet than not because then you're just eating cacao butter. Oh my gosh. This is beyond satisfying my candy needs. Like sometimes, not candy, I don't eat candy, but like sometimes you just crave something sweet and you just want a date and you want a piece of chocolate. And now I have a guilt-free, oh my gosh. So I can make these, wrap them in little foil and keep them in the van. Sorry, chewing with my mouth open. So rude. The vanilla powder made it like have texture. It's kind of like what happens to the ice cream when I put it in. You guys, this is so good. Oh my God, I can't believe there's no sugar. And they've got protein. I'm in love. I'm so glad I did this. Because I was craving a date. And I was like, you're not going to have a date. You can have a hot monk fruit cup of water, because I'm like obsessed with, now I got to look and see which teas I have oxalates. I have a lot of tea, herbal things. I'm not going to be that crazy. You don't want to give up oxalates completely. Yay! So good. And you could drop one into hot water and whisk it if you're in a hurry. But why would you do that? You just eat it. All right, you guys. Happy evening. I really hope you try these. So easy. Coconut oil, cacao butter, vanilla protein powder of any sort that you like, and salt and allulose. And just make sure it tastes good make sure it tastes more intense before you pop it in the refrigerator. Did not need the freezer and somebody's coming over? You could whip these up. I have ice cream at the ready. I made banana ice cream because I ordered organic banana extract, but I won't eat it because I made it with dairy, so it's for friends. I am going to make a coconut cream, a vanilla coconut. It'll be just like with coconut cream or coconut milk. I will do that maybe tomorrow. Okay, love you guys. Happy chocolate. Vanilla white chocolate. Okay, I had to come back before I go because I decided to take them out of the molds. Look how pretty. They don't look all lumpy. When you turn them over, they are smooth, and I could sprinkle something on them or not. They're perfect. They're perfect. I'm very pleased. They're going to go a little cover in the refrigerator and when I want a little bite.